Hi.
I'm supposed to talk now.
Okay, thank you very much. On behalf of Tanzania Human Genetics Organization, I'm really privileged to give a vote of thanks for our members who participated fully to make this event possible. To get started, first of all, I would like to acknowledge our sponsors, 54Gene, NIH through Professor Scott Williams, the Inkaba South Africa for financing this historic event. Then I would acknowledge the board members of the African Society of Human Genetics, the H3 Africa board members, the Tanzania Society of Human Genetic Organization Executive Board, the communication team, and the event team. I would also acknowledge our guest of honor, His Excellency Minister for Health in Zanzibar, Nasser Mazrui, the guest Balozi Togolani, the Ambassador Badolani, who came on behalf of our patron, Dr. Jakaya Mrisho Kikwete, but also the public relation teams, the media team, videography team, photography team, the speakers, presenters, panelists, the chairperson of sessions, students and trainees who really contributed significantly in this event. We also acknowledge the ensemble for the workshop, but also the Hyatt Hotel Tanzania for hosting us with the venue, but also the patient groups who were part of this historic event to present the experience they have, but also the scattering team, the visual team, and all members who contributed in this event. We are really happy to be the host of this event. We appreciate for everyone who contributed possibly to make this thing possible. So on behalf of Tanzania Human Genetics Organization, we are really happy. We acknowledge all the contribution that has been given to this event. We really appreciate for that. Thank you very much. You are welcome once again to Tanzania to host another event in the future. Thank you. Some comment.
First of all, I would like to thank all organizers committee for inviting me, especially Dr. Signana here. I would like also to congratulate all organizers and scientific committee for this great job well done. It was truly an incredible and wonderful meeting with high level of conferences which testified that the quality and skills of African human research in genetic fields is really improved year after year. And this excellent level is mainly achieved in large part of the effort of the international collaborative network. As you know, H3 Africa plays a strong role in this context. It is also a big job done by H3 Ab unit. A lot of thanks to Professor Nikki Mulder and her staff for their support and for what they do in terms of development of human genetic in African countries. It was also an excellent opportunity for our juniors, researchers and students to learn more and more and improve their skills, to meet people even virtually, working in a specific area in the domain of the human genetics. Now, before to talk about the news information today, let me first talk a little bit about our association. Moroccan Society of Genomics and Human Genetics was founded in December 2019. It's based at Mohammed V University in Rabat, and all staff and associate members are from different backgrounds: genetic, bioinformatics, molecular biologists, immunologists, virologists, clinicians. So the main aids of AfSHG is to promote research in genomic and human genetics, to organize meeting, workshop, training course, especially in the domain of human genetics and bioinformatics, to boost national and international collaboration on genomic and research, And finally, to promote what is also more important, to promote biosafety, ethics in genomics and genetic engineering research. SM2GH became a member of African Society of Human Genetics in 2019 after my participation in 12 African Society organized in Bamako meeting. It was a fantastic meeting. We did a lot of activity. The most important activity done 2 years ago, we organized the first International Congress and the third edition of the School of Immunogenetic School of Immunogenetic. I'm also the founder of this school. We did a lot of training in this area. And in this Congress, a lot of participants attending this were coming from different African countries, Europe, US, and the Middle East. It was really a fantastic and successful meeting. I see some names of attendees here who participate in the Congress, also some speakers, my friend Professor Leon, Yusuf Idadur, Scott, and Ambrose. Even he participates virtually, but we hope next year see him physically. As you know, due to the COVID-19 pandemic and lockdown, all activity switched in virtual option. Here, the recent conference organized and given by our colleague, Professor Bashir Mohammed, especially on vaccine development. He is now developing an original vaccine based on pan-coronavirus vaccine, and also our colleague from CDC. So now we will talk about the location of our next meeting. As president founder of our association, it is my great pleasure and honor to announce that the 14th edition of African Society of Human Genetics will be held in Morocco, and especially in the beautiful city in Rabat. I show you here a short video about Rabat city, and also some slides. And so thanks so much to all members of African Society Executive Committee, especially Professor Ambrose, to give us this opportunity. The choice of city was based on several criteria. Rabat is the capital known by different special things. It is touristic and imperial city state. It's also very important. We have different category hotel from 2 to 5 star, and it's close to a Rabat International Airport. We think it's about 17 minutes. It's also very important to close to Casablanca city, about 100 kilometers. So, as you know, Casablanca is a hub for several airlines company. I already started to contact some friend of mine work in the department, and the department we have really strong collaboration in terms of organized meeting and also in terms of research. I can talk about the support of our Ministry of Health. They express full support for our organizing our next meeting. Professor Amzazi, who is actually minister and is a geneticist, is our colleague and friend. We support fully the organizing of this meeting. So all compound to organize successful meeting exists. I'm really confident that our association in close collaboration with African Society of Human Genetics will do the best in order to offer an adequate environment with a large level at all point of view. Of course, we hope to meet you physically. For this, we must pride that the year 2022 will be a year with the zero cases of COVID-19 and COVID-19 restriction. Hopefully, COVID-19 restriction will be lifted. So until this date, I wish you good health, stay safe, and we are looking forward to welcome you all in Rabat next year, inshallah. So thank you very much for your attention. So I'm here if you please some questions. Thank you.
Ok, merci beaucoup, Khalid. Merci pour tes gentils mots, and thank you very much to everyone. My name is Ambroise Wankam. I will be speaking on behalf of the steering committee of the African Society of Human Genetics for for the next year. It is the time to acknowledge the fantastic work from the Tanzanian team to have hosted the meeting of the society. Special thanks to the president, Anna, and to Mohammed and to Annette that actually did a lot of correspondence behind the scene. It's a time to especially thank Victoria Nembawari to have orchestrated the organization behind, Scott Williams for his strong support, our sponsors, specifically 54 Gene that strongly supported this meeting and will be supporting through a MOU that we will be developing for the meeting for at least the next 3 years, to the NIH, to the Wellcome Trust, to uncover biotechnology. So this meeting was relatively challenging in putting together, in the sense that we initially planned an in-person meeting in Dar es Salaam and have to switch back to an online meeting that came with a few challenges. And I'm very glad that with our partners, Catalin, we were able to pull out a meeting that was fantastic. I think we had about 436 participants for exactly 40 countries from the last stat I received 2 minutes ago, which means that many people at a different time participated to most of the session that we organized. We are grateful to the Young Investigator Forum that were hosted early, and also the high quality and the high caliber of the presentation. And as you can notice, most of the young investigators are now presenting papers that actually are flying in high impact factors. And really, this is something that we have to maintain. At the time we are closing, there are a few things that we should have done that we are not able to do because of the setting, the online setting. The first will have been the General Assembly that we used to do now when we are closing. And the General Assembly is also the time to define where the next meeting will happen. And usually we have a candidate for at least 3 different countries in such a way that we can plan for 3 cycles. So we should hopefully be able to do that in Rabat in Morocco sometime next year. We should have also planned for the office renewal. Usually the terms of office from our constitution is 3 years, that is renewable. So it's something that we need to think about for the next meeting to start to look around the leadership changes, if they need to be at the helms of the society, and to have new blood to conduct the society. There will be 2 or 3 things that will happen in between now and Rabat. The first will be the development of the school, a genetic medicine school, with the collaboration of the Jackson Laboratory and Johns Hopkins University, and probably the collaboration of a few industry partners for which we are working now, organizing that. There are 3 people that for now are leading behind the scene, myself, Gada Elkama, and Vicky, and we will keep you informed as we make some progress regarding specifically that. We will also share with you what are the arrangements for the meeting in Morocco as we get closer to a specific date. With, of course, close collaboration with the Moroccan Society of Human Genetics through Professor. So please, for those that have participated, we are very, very grateful for your presence. For those that have supported us, we will continue to seek your support for the years to come. And for the young attendees that are joining the society, please be active. Please join the Young Investigator Forum. Please seek to take leadership position within the society, and we will be very willing for listening to new ideas. For all of you, I wish you a good rest wherever you are. I will not wish you a good return because you are not flying anywhere. But I hope to see all of you in about 12 to 18 months' time in Morocco, in Rabat, in Morocco. Merci beaucoup à vous tous, Inch'Allah. I don't know. Sienna is not in. I guess she would not be saying. Sienna, please. Okay, are you gonna put her on stage?
Well, thank you so much, Prof. I think the vote of thanks was already given by Dr. Kilaza on behalf of our society. But just to say a few words, so first of all, thank you, Professor Ambrose and the Africa Society of Human Genetics Board for really giving us a chance to participate in organizing this meeting. Personally, and for all of us from Tanzania, it has been a great experience to learn from you, from all of you, and we have grown through this experience of preparing this meeting. We really thank our sponsors, and we thank everyone who has participated to pull off this meeting. And we hope that the participants have really learned something new, which was the goal of this meeting, and have made new connections. Thank you so much.
I suppose we are done. We are not yet used to this online thing, so.